Hey guys, Adam from Southend Dog Training. Okay, just finished a walk with these guys, Alf and Maisie, who's somewhere. And at the end of every walk, we like to have an apple. Apple a day keeps the vet away, keeps the doctor away. What I wanted to talk about though, guys, what I wanted to talk about is the dramas we've just seen in the park. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about park etiquette really quickly, and a couple of things I want to mention. One, overly friendly dogs. Okay, they're often followed by the owner shouting, "It's okay, he's friendly," blah 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 blah. Overly friendly dogs can often create the biggest problems in dog parks. Okay, it counts for nothing if your dog's friendly if it has poor social skills. Okay, so a dog with poor social skills, poor manners, okay, regardless of whether it's friendly or not, if it runs over to another dog, if it jumps all over that dog, starts running around it in circles, starts bouncing around, play about, all that nonsense, if it doesn't know the dog, these are bad manners. It doesn't matter how friendly your dog is, these are bad manners, and your dog will eventually get itself in trouble. Okay, because every time your dog meets a new dog, that dog is a stranger. Just like when we meet a stranger, we don't go jumping all over them, we don't go grabbing hold of them, we don't go running around them. We say hello, we shake hands. A dog's way of saying hello and shaking hands is by sniffing each other calmly. So they'll sniff each other's backsides. They'll do this whole circular motion going around, sniffing each other calmly. If they're then compatible, if they are friendly, then they can start play back, then they can start running around and playing. Okay, obviously supervision is necessary if you're going to let your dog play with a strange dog. Make sure the owner's got their dog under control and can control your dog. Otherwise, you're potentially setting your own dog up to fail if the owner cannot control their dog. But I see it all the time. Owner shouts out, "It's okay, he's friendly," as the dog's bombing it across the field. Instantly, you know that dog, friendly as it may be, has no manners. Okay, that dog is going to run over to the wrong dog eventually, and it's going to get its ass kicked. Okay, then what happens is the owner will then contact a trainer. Okay, and what will happen is it will go along the lines of, "My dog used to be so friendly until it was attacked by another dog." Often when you hear these stories, "My dog was attacked by another dog," often it's because their dog ran over to another dog, which leads me to my next point. If a dog is on lead, it has every right to use a park where off-lead dogs are. Okay, and that person has every right to take their dog in a park and be left alone. Okay, so if your dog runs over to a dog on lead and something bad happens, that is your fault. Not the dog who's on the lead, not the person who's holding the dog, it's your fault. Okay, and what's going to happen is your dog will now start to develop issues if you do not know how to recover from this situation. Okay, when a dog is on lead, it needs to be left alone. And that person shouldn't have to walk the streets because you want to let your untrained dog run around. Yeah, excuse me, I can't get my words out. Having a dog that's friendly does not give you the right to not teach a recall. Okay, so a dog could be on the lead for any numbers of reasons. It could be on the lead because it's nervous. It could be on the lead because it's reactive when dogs come in its personal space. It could be on the lead because it's just had surgery and it's slowly easing back into things. It could be on the lead because, like the dog that runs over to every dog, their dog might do that, so they're being responsible. Either way, you see a dog on the lead, you do not allow your dog to run over to it. If you cannot prevent your dog running over to it, what you do is you contact a trainer, and in the time being, you stick your dog on a 30-foot training line and you hold on to it, so you have more control of your dog. Okay, so just be very, very aware of that. Okay, so I did have another point. Yes, that's it. Also, leave it. Kitty cat walking past. Okay. Also, okay, if your dog is a barker, if it screams whenever a dog goes near it, that dog should be on the lead. Okay, because it's a flight risk. When dogs make high-pitched squealy noises, when dogs are excessively barking, particularly high-pitched barking, what it does is it alerts all the other dogs in the park. Okay, and if you've ever seen a dog with a squeaky toy, how they get hold of it, how they kill it, the reason they get so into a squeaky toy is because this higher pitched squeal turns them on. So when you've got a dog doing that, that instantly, and if you see a dog squealing in a park, just stop for a second and watch every dog turn and focus their attention on that dog doing it. Okay, if that dog charges over to other dogs barking, if that dog is just barking the whole time it's over there because it's too overstimulated, which means it's anxious, if it squeals whenever a dog comes in, you need to make sure that dog's on a lead, because these dogs, again, you're running the risk of them becoming a victim towards other dogs. Okay, so park etiquette. See a dog on a lead, respect that. Even if a dog's off the lead, for instance, these two were off the lead and we were just going around and we were just doing a bit of messing around with them in the park, right? They're off the lead. I'm over to one side. It's obvious that I'm making no interest in coming over to people and their dogs. I'm walking around the outside of the park. It's obvious that I'm not going over there, yet people still think they can allow their dogs to run over. Okay, and then one person said, because the dog come running over barking to us, this is the whole point of it. What happens is she goes, oh, it's okay, he thinks he's a Rottweiler because it's a little dog. No, love, that's a fucking Rottweiler, okay? Your little dog charging over at a Rottweiler is putting itself in a position that it will not be able to handle. Good thing is, these dogs are trained, right? So just call them back to me, ask them to sit, they don't care. I'll put them around reactive dogs all the time. Moo. This cat's on a mission. I put them around reactive dogs all the time. They know how to handle being around reactive dogs. They pay attention to me. They're not fazed by the reactive dogs. Okay, but if that was somebody else, that dog could have had an even worse experience. It's charging over at dogs barking because it's insecure. So you imagine how this dog's going to feel. Moo. Leave it alone. Have a bit of apple instead. There we go. So this dog, okay, so it's already nervous, that's why it's charging over to other dogs. Then it charges over to the wrong dog and it gets itself seriously in trouble. Yeah. That was, again, your fault because, one, you took it to a park where you knew it was going to struggle with dogs, but you wanted to take it to the park anyway where there's going to be lots of dogs. Mo, not for you. It's not for you. So, when you go to a park, guys, be respectful. If you cannot prevent your dog from running over to other dogs, keep it on a lead. If your dog jumps all over every dog it sees, runs around in circles, far too amped up, keep it on a lead. Take it somewhere to a trainer where they can teach you how to teach your dog good canine etiquette. Okay? If you see a dog on a lead, do not let another dog run over it to it. If you've got a dog that whines, screams, barks as soon as it's in a park, again, take it away from the park, do some work with your dog, and then slowly bring it back to the park. Okay? Parks are for everyone. Okay? Do not be that park owner that just because your dog is friendly thinks it gives you the right to let your dog run over to every dog and shout out it's okay, he's friendly, because what you're doing is you're effectively playing Russian roulette with your dog, and eventually it'll put itself in a position that it cannot handle, and that will be on you. So that's about it. Parks are a great place to take a dog, meet up with friends, let the dogs explore, take them to different parks, but make sure your dog knows how to behave in that environment. Okay, no dog should be off the lead if you cannot control it. If you cannot prevent it running after something, it should be on a lead. End of, until you can control it. Okay, a little bit of park etiquette. But Fred, we're enjoying our apple, and now we're about to leave. So have a good day, guys.